What?
Bird.
Oh, it's like
It's bobbing on a wire.
It flies through the air with the greatest of ease.
I don't know what I'm saying.
Daring
they're
young
flying.
man on the flying trapeze. I don't remember the rest.
There's a lot of birds in your yard. We're on Annie's front porch, by the way.
There's a lot of birds in there. So I used to think that we had a ton of birds because I'd hear all these different bird calls. And then I realized we just had a mockingbird that knew a bunch of bird calls. But there are a lot of birds here.
So when I put out my bird feeder, I call the birds that come to it my customers.
They are.
And for a while I had a couple of bald-headed cardinals, a male and female, that were hanging out. But apparently that's what they do.
Look, there's a bald-headed.
I know. That's why I put my glasses on. I couldn't really tell. Is it bald-headed?
It is.
It's really creepy.
I don't think I've ever seen one like that.
No, they look sick, but apparently they're not.
Oh.
Hi.
Drunk shadows.
I'm Cricket. That's Annie.
Trying something new. We went back to Sonder. Sonder
Blanc. White ale. Crisp citrus and subtle spice. And
I don't tell you. Go ahead.
I had my doubts because I thought it would be a lot sweeter, so I got another Sonder.
We'll try that one later.
Yeah. But this is really good. This would be really good for, like, if you're out on the boat or just hanging out on your deck or in your hammock or something. A hot day, you want something nice, light, and cold.
We went back to Sonder for two reasons. Well, I did. Big Sonder for two reasons. First one is they sponsored Bachfest last year, our favorite festival. Yes. And B, more importantly, what'd they do?
Oh, they liked. I don't know. They liked our.
They even commented on it.
Okay.
We tagged them in one of our earlier videos.
We had some of their stuff, some of their Sonder Voss, which was really good. That was really good too.
We like that one.
This tree is like a sparrow haven.
It is.
It's like
they sound like little finches, don't they?
They do. Maybe they are instead of.
One of them almost joined us on the porch.
They're chattering away. My birds, my customers at my house are scolding me these days because
you're not feeding them.
Well, listen, we have a fat raccoon that lives in the sewers on my street. And this asshole,
fat raccoon.
He is a fat raccoon. This asshole came out to my bird feeder one night, and it has a little nut on top where you untwist it and take the whole thing off the hanger, and then you fill it and then put it back. This fucker learned how to untwist it.
Really?
Yes, because the cap was still hanging there, and everything was on the ground. There was no more seed left, of course.
Didn't you hear it fall?
No, it's in the front, and our bedroom's in the back. So the bird feeder's broken, so I have to replace it.
Stupid fat raccoon.
Yeah, I know. Now I go out and the birds are scolding me, and I left the feeder out there so they could see it. Look, it's broken. I can't do anything about it. But they still scold me, and I'm just like, take it up with the raccoon, man.
I don't care.
Take it up with the raccoon. Sorry.
Hey, we should get started on this because one of our last videos was like 48 minutes.
We had a lot of ground to cover, though.
We did. I mean, it was a good 48 minutes, but
it was.
I had to go on for 48 minutes.
I had a lot of
this time too.
Okay, so we introduced ourselves, right? Sin Twisters, Drunk Shadows.
I think I was drinking. I'm Annie.
Oh yeah. I'm the other one. So
she's not Annie.
I want to get a shirt set for me that says "Not Annie." I'm not Annie, and yours says.
Oh, when we go to family reunions, it should say, "I'm Annie, the mountain biker," and yours should say, "I'm Cricket, the electrician."
Yeah,
because our cousins.
That's how they differentiate.
First question is, which one are you? And then the second question is, are you the mountain biker or the electrician?
Yep. So anyway, we have so many distinguishing qualities, apparently. Okay, so we're on season 1, The Beginnings, Dark Shadows, The Beginnings, and episode 15. David is convinced his father hates him.
I wonder where he would get that idea. Because
And-
he's so mean to him.
We're finally going to see some action because Roger loses control of his car and crashes.
What?
I know. I know. Just wait. Here we go. The theme music.
My name,
My
is
name is
Victoria
Victoria
Winters.
Winters. That's
The
not the
dark
theme
threads
music.
of the
That's the
past
opening.
Oh, yeah, the
sequence.
opening
The great
sequence,
house
yeah.
on top of Widow's Hill. My
I
soul
really,
seems
for
as
some
endless
reason,
as the
all of this
corridors of
music I just find
Collinwood.
very comforting, and
Yet
even though it's
I've
kind of
accomplished
She said Collinwood.
something, I think.
even
I
oh
know.
yeah, we're drinking for
I've made
Collinwood,
friends
Burke,
with one
Devlin, and
small
Foundling
and
Home.
terribly troubled boy.
Any form of Colin. Collins, Collinwood, Collinport.
Yeah,
Drink along with us.
Mrs. Stoddard, she's a form of Collins, right?
That's true. Roger is entering the drawing room.
It's dark in there. Is there a fire?
Oh, look, it's stormy.
Oh, I bet the ladies have short sleeves or no sleeves.
Of course.
David, is he hiding? No, he's not. Oh, David was sitting in the drawing room in the dark.
David, why were you sitting here in the dark?
And
I
he's
suppose
not
I should
speaking
know
to
better
his
than
dad.
to ask you to explain anything to me. Have you seen my car keys?
Oh, Roger's looking for his car keys, and David turns his back.
No.
Are you sure?
No. Oh, look, there's a groundhog in the neighbor's yard.
Oh, it's a fat one. I wonder if it would
Wait,
eat
don't
all
you?
the birds see.
All I want right now
Fat
is find
fucker.
my car
That's
keys.
bigger than my
You're
cat's.
not going to. I won't let you do it.
It is busily groundhogging away.
That's groundhogs too. That's why they're called that.
As is their wont.
God damn it.
David's running up the stairs now. And here we have the theme song coming out.
Should we play our air theremins?
Oh, yeah. I don't know. What do you do for an theremin?
I think you
Just
only need
wave
one
your-
hand.
You use that one, I'll use this one.
I don't know because we don't have any.
Did I ever tell you about the air band I really want to start? Did we talk about this?
The Lawrence Welk one.
No, that's another one. I want to start an air kazoo band.
Oh my god. I think you told me. I don't know that you told our watchers, our viewers.
So if
that.
anybody's down for being in an air kazoo band, obviously you don't need a kazoo.
I was
just let me
in
know.
Cincinnati Screaming Choir.
Which is not an air band.
No, definitely
Did your
not.
throat hurt?
No.
Look at that fat fucker.
Oh my gosh. His face looks like an otter.
He ought to know.
Ah.
So what did you sing in the Screaming Choir? And is this still a thing?
No. Steve Kemple was the director, and we were doing Christmas carols, and he said, if you find yourself singing in the same note at the same time as the person next to you, stop.
Were you supposed to sing as loudly as possible?
Mm-hmm. It was a screaming choir.
So did you stop, or were you just supposed to start singing a different note?
No, you're supposed to keep saying, look, there's a hawk in that tree. Dang, there's all
Where?
kinds. Do you see it? Top of that tree over there. The
Oh,
one that-
yeah, I see it. There are a lot of trees. We're in Fort Thomas. There are a lot of
all
trees.
kinds of wildlife here. What was I saying? No, you were supposed to sing. You were just supposed to get off the same note and the same word or as your
I
neighbor.
feel like we used to do that when we were little.
Not on purpose. And there was one where we sang. Half of us were singing a Swedish song, even though we didn't. Ah, look at it running away. Little groundhog running
Car
away.
went down the
Huge.
street and the groundhog got startled. Oh, and here we have a little small
Planes,
plane,
trains, and
a small plane,
automobiles.
because once again there's an airport across the river from here.
Wave to 'em. I think they can see us. So half of us were singing a Christmas carol in Swedish, even though nobody knew Sweden and the words, didn't know how to pronounce anything. And the other half were singing the Last Christmas, the Michael George song. Which is
Isn't it George Michael?
Yeah.
It's George Michael.
Yeah. George Michael, sorry. Michael, comma George.
I snorted. He was so
Which,
cute.
by the way, is my favorite Christmas song.
I really like that one too.
I always butcher the words, but I love it.
Maybe you should learn how to sing that in Swedish.
I would butcher
So
the
were
words
you
even worse.
singing the Swedish words phonetically?
Well, it was, when
Why
there's
is phonetics spelled that way, by the way?
when there's an O with a line through it.
That means it's canceled out and you don't pronounce it.
Duh. Let's watch the show.
Sorry about that tangent.
No, we're not.
Yeah, I really am not. We have,
Thunder
Vicky's,
crashing short
Vicky's
sleeves.
coming down the no sleeves.
Mr. Collins,
Yes?
I understand you're going into town.
Collins.
Well, at the moment, I'm not so sure.
I was
Why?
wondering if you could do something for me. Actually, for your son.
Oh?
Could
I
you do
know you
something
don't
for David?
approve of my being here, but I really think I can help David.
I really think I can help
I think I'm
David.
beginning
I'm
to
telling
trust
you, they all
to
have
believe that I want to be his
rights.
friend.
I see.
She is
Do you think you
very
can trust
lovely,
him?
though.
She is.
Give
You
me a
can't. You
Even
can't.
though she
Oh,
did have
you're
to testify at
referring
Klaus
to the
von
little
Bülow's murder
discussion
You know why
we
she
had
left Dark
several hours
Shadows?
ago.
because she was
You said
banging
you
Klaus
wanted
von
me to
Bülow.
leave
Because she was
of Bert
pregnant,
Devlin.
but they didn't
Miss
say if it
Winters,
was his
if
baby
Devlin creates trouble.
in the
It's going
article
to
I
affect
read.
everyone in this
Well.
house. You, David, my sister, all of us. And I just wanted to spare you the pain. That is the only reason I suggested you leave.
But I
What?
want
Why
to
did
stay
everybody else suggest
very
what?
much.
Show our friends what's on
Bright,
your shirt.
attractive girl.
Oh, I
There
was
must
gonna
be
do that
dozens
when
of
we
ways
come
you
to
can
an
earn
end.
Oh,
a
when we
living
cut.
besides
Okay,
being
commercial.
buried in
We
this
got it.
Because you gotta show them
I
what's
I gotta
on
hear
your
one
shirt.
too,
decision is
yeah.
up to you. And my sister, since she hired
You
you.
dancing?
When are you leaving, Roger?
As soon as I can find
Oh,
my
go
car
there.
keys.
I think they're in
What's
your
going
car.
through your head?
Oh, how do you know?
I'm sure I saw them in there.
Brent Benny
Well,
Hill.
that's a relief.
Mr. Collins,
How about
will
you?
you do that shopping for me? Some magazines
Yakety
for David.
Sax, that's the
I'd
name
like
of
to
that
pay
song.
for them.
I'm afraid I don't have the
Um,
time.
Please, it won't take
I don't
long.
know.
None.
Miss Winters.
I-
That
yeah,
wasn't
there's-
really going through my head until you
Yeah,
asked what
there's
was going
nothing
through my
in
head.
here.
Very
so-
foolish. But take my advice.
Okay, I know I've
You
told a
can't
story
buy
about my nephew
friendship from
Joe
David.
before, but
He has none to give.
I have a nephew named Joe
Not to
too.
oh my God, he
to
was
any
a
of
little
us.
shit.
That's ridiculous.
As you wish.
Love you, Joe, but you were a little
Just
shit.
give him enough time.
Let me tell you this story.
He'll destroy you.
He was like
Don't leave without seeing
3,
me, Roger.
really little,
I want to talk.
and he
I
climbed
look
up on the
in before I
couch
go.
next to me, and he gets real
Oh, I
close,
remember.
and he put his hand here, and then he blew
Mrs.
to
Stoddard.
see if he could
Yes.
see if
When
it
I
would
was
go
in the
straight
garage,
through.
I saw Bert Devlin.
It
What was he
did.
doing?
He was looking at Mr. Collins' car.
Wait, if it didn't, that meant there was something there to stop it.
He said he wanted to buy
Yeah.
one just like it.
It wasn't
Probably all the
I
earwax.
don't know.
Oh, whatever.
Thank you for telling me.
We missed a lot of nothing.
Yeah, Carol, Mrs. Stoddard just thanked Victoria for telling her something.
We got foreboding music.
Now we have anxious violins.
Isn't he going to the Blue Whale?
Yeah,
Yay.
to meet Bert Devlin. Sonder.
Well, you said you wanted to talk to me. What is it?
You really think you ought to go?
Oh, Liz, we've gone
Another
over this
reason I picked
already.
this up is because Blanc.
Until he leaves town, I can't ignore it.
It's my middle
There's nothing
name.
wrong in talking to him.
Are you sure of that?
It's my government name.
Yes, when Bert
Goodness.
first came to town, I was sure
Burke.
he was out to destroy me.
Damn it.
When he came to the house tonight, I was sure he was going to threaten me. But he's done none of these things. It's a little
Yet.
disquieting.
He's done none of these
things.
He's not threatened him. He's not. What was the other
You're going
thing?
to say, Liz.
It's really hard to
Maybe
pay
it's
attention
all
when
those.
Roger's
When
That Bert's
talking.
smiling
Burke.
face is a mask. That maybe he's hiding a couple of daggers behind his back. These are certainly possibilities.
Destroy.
Then I think you should stay away from
No,
it.
Oh,
you
yeah.
really amaze me, Liz. I mean it. For the last
You
couple
really
of days,
amaze
you
me,
say
Liz.
that
I
I've been
mean
worrying
it.
about Burke too much.
Was that good?
When he came to
That
this
was very
house, I
good.
saw no reason to panic. I thought he'd be angry, and I was prepared to
I thought
deal
he'd
with
be
it.
angry
I'm
and I
going
was
to deal with it in
prepared.
my
I
own
You
think
did
we
that wrong.
Roger,
I thought he was
face
angry and I
facts.
was
He went on
prepared
trial. He
to
went to prison for
deal with
5
that.
years. He blames it all on you. Do you honestly believe that any man,
Do you
particularly
honestly
Burke,
believe that any
would be
man...
as forgiving
Particularly
as he
Burke.
pretends to be now?
And what do you want
I'm
me to
almost
do?
done
Leave?
with this
Stay
here.
here?
I want you to be careful.
14 minutes
I want you
in.
to be at least as suspicious of him as you are of your own son.
Oh,
Is
Back.
he going to buy
Not
me
there.
the magazines? You said you would ask him.
What kind of magazines is he wouldn't have stand to buy him?
I thought he wouldn't.
Boy's life, I
It's
hope.
not that he doesn't want to.
What was
He
that,
has an appointment in
Mechanico?
town. He has
Mechanic.
very little time. Even if he had 5 hours, he wouldn't buy me anything.
David's muffin
Who's he going to see anyway?
because Roger
Someone
won't buy
I
him
don't think
anything.
you know. He wants to send me away. Did you know that?
He is
But
awfully
you know that
cute.
isn't true. I suppose he told you he wouldn't.
He didn't have to tell me. I
He's
know
really
there's no
cute.
reason for you to be sent away.
I
Not that I'm
imagine
here to take
this
care of
actor
I'm not
just
gonna
living
let him
fat
do
and
it.
happy off the
David, it's
royalties of this
ridiculous.
show.
I sure
I'm sure
hope
that your
so.
brother has no intention of sending you anywhere.
Maybe that's what he told you. But he lied. He
He
lies
lied.
about everything.
Roger lies about everything according to
Yes,
David.
he does. He's a very terrible man, and I hate him.
David
And
hates
I
him.
hope he
He dies.
We said that about Vicky too.
He did say he hopes she dies.
Oh, we got an ad coming up.